Hey guys. Okay, I want to dive a little bit deeper into what happy, healthy, wealthy actually means to me. So, for the next three Margin Mondays, we're going to focus on what happy means to me, what healthy means to me, and what wealthy means to me. Okay. And this is healthy or happy. I'm so sorry. This is for happy. Okay. So, this is a little bit behind the scenes, what I do and what it means for me to truly be happy. So, I think that more of us than not are not actually truly happy currently for a lot of different reasons. But here I'm going to focus on the top three things that I do, continue to do, and would have changed my life to create true happiness in your life. So you are responsible for creating a happy, healthy, wealthy life for yourself. You and you only, okay? You. And so here is the three things that I do continuously in order to be happy, like within, and then also radiate that happiness on the outside to hopefully, or not hopefully, to help other people become happy or give them hope that it is actually possible. Okay. And that doesn't mean I don't have hard days. All right. That doesn't mean that everything's perfect. I just want to say that because I know that social media is a very much a highlight reel, and sometimes we don't share those things that aren't pretty on social media, which you shouldn't. Those are private things in your life. But I just want to clear the air. Does not mean everything's perfect. Okay. There's no such thing. All right. So the number one thing that I want to dive deep into is faith. Okay. The closer you get to God, the more I just feel content because I don't care what other people say. I care about what his word says and what he says. And the more that I'm drawing to him more and more and more, the more that I just feel so calm about not caring what other people think as long as it aligns with his word. So my faith plays a huge role in being happy, and like the only thing that matters in the end, right, is getting into heaven. So if I am doing that, that should automatically be the first thing that comes to your mind, right? And like that makes me happy. But beyond that, there is a life on earth that he wants to live that is so much more than we can even imagine. Even myself, like what I live right now is way better than I could ever even imagine I lived. And I know that there's still more to come. Like he wants so much for you, more than you could even imagine, but you have to lean in and draw near in order for anything to start working together. And again, I'm far from being where I know who he wants me to be, but my life right now is way better than I could ever even imagine. So number one, faith. Get in your Bible. Number two is going to be gratitude, okay? Like just think about how life works. Like if you've never thought about how like a baby just comes out and is breathing and is giving life and just knows how to breathe and like everything just knows, like it's so crazy. And in order for that baby to be born, think about how many people had to connect to make you a baby, period. So they have to have parents, and their parents have two sets of grandparents, and you get the picture. So many people, so many instances had to happen for you to be born. So like that itself is like a miracle. And do you know how many breaths we take? Do you know how many things we do that we don't even know? We're subconsciously doing them. The body is just doing them. Like that itself is amazing. You woke up today. That is amazing. So many people are not waking up today. Okay. And so I think it's just a frame of mindset, I guess. And that's actually my number three, but gratitude. So whenever you wake up in the morning, here's what I want you to do. I want you to start your day with gratitude. What are you thankful for? And then you can take it a step further and you can do it in the evening as well. And then you can take it a step further and do it at lunch as well. But I want you to start in the morning, but do the morning and then do morning and night, and then do morning and night and afternoon. And then every time you're in a bad mood or every single time you're mad or feeling frustrated, go to gratitude. What are the 5 things you're grateful for? Just go do it. Go do that exercise right then and there. Like you don't even have to write it down. You can do it in your head. I would love like writing down. I write down. I think it's more important to write down. but like not when I'm mad in the car or mad or frustrated with, I don't know, the kids and the chaos. Like I'll just do it in my head. Like stop, breathe, gratitude. Are you happy your kids are here? Yes. Are they listening right now? No. Did you get enough sleep? Maybe not. Are you overwhelmed, overstimulated? Yes. But I wanted these kids and I still want these kids. They're the best. Like, I don't want to say best part of my life, but they are one of the best parts of my life. So like, why am I really like, okay, so they're not listening today and I'm a little fired up today, but like, that doesn't mean anything. Like, compared to someone who just lost their child, no thanks. Like, no thanks. Like, I don't wish that upon anybody, but like, no thanks as in like, I'd rather have my situation than that, right? Like there's so many other situations. So if you can just become thankful for everything that you actually have and just really focus on just being grateful instead of negative, positive instead of negative, your happiness will increase. Okay. And the third one is mind. You have to control your mind. You cannot let your mind control yourself, okay? So doing this gratitude exercise will help your mind because there's a thing called RAS and you can go look it up, but basically what you focus on grows. That's really what it is. And so when you're focusing on gratitude, when you first wake up, hence why I said do the morning first, it will set your tone for the rest of the day for your brain to start looking for positive things. Now, it might not go like that, but it's going to over time. So just continue to do it, okay? But you have to control your mind. So one, if you have a negative thought, don't let your mind win, okay? Reframe the thought or kick it out. Like kick it out. If it's not true, kick it out of your head. Like kick it out. No, that's not true. And you own your head, okay? Don't let your head own you because that's how negativity even starts. It starts in your head. You allow it to surface and then that's all you're thinking about. And then you're going to bring on more negativity by doing that, okay? So positivity, okay? That's really what it boils down to aside from faith, but you have to control your mind. So when you get a negative thought, you have to kick it to the curb and tell it no. You consciously have to do that. Even if you have a subconscious thought, you kick that thought out, okay? And then let's talk about control. I'm talking about control your mind, but let's talk about control a little bit deeper. So this isn't really a number. I didn't really plan on talking. That's like sub of the mind, I guess, like a subcategory, whatever. Okay, so control. You cannot control everything. You can control how you respond to situations, but you cannot control all situations. So the situations that you can't control, let go, let God, okay? Let go, let God. The situations that you can't control. So it happens. Okay, so you're mad and then you say things you don't mean, or you're mad and you ruin your whole day, your whole mood for the day, and the situation remains the same because remember, you don't have control over it. Or you give it to God and do your gratitude exercise and you remain positive with faith that whatever the situation is going to work out, and then you are not affected. Your day's great. Your day can still be great with situations that are not great. And so this situation is going to happen anyways, and it's out of your control. So why are you, like, your response, don't let your response control your day, okay? Or your mood, or your week, or your month, or your year. Like, you can still kick it to the curb and say no, okay? So that is huge for control. So like, you have to control what you can control, which is your thoughts. And even if you can't control your thoughts, you can control your response to the thought, to your thought. Kick it or reframe it. Or if it's a good one, keep it going. Think of 3 more. Give it more good to think about than bad, and more good will start happening because you're going to be seeing more good because you're RAS, okay? Anyways, didn't even mean to get off that RAS thing. Okay, control. Again, control what you can control. So don't try to control things out of your control, because that is where in my life I had felt the most controlling my mood, was just allowing others to control my mood and allowing their hurt heart onto me because they're mean to me because of their own reasons, not anything I did, but I would take responsibility for that. And that's actually not my responsibility. My responsibility is how I react to that. So you react with love and kindness. And there's times where you need to be tough and stern. And so I'm not saying all the time. But I actually was listening to this podcast, and I never thought of gratitude this way, like literally 2 days ago. And it was saying, like, when you're in an argument, or like if somebody like attacks you or comes at you, just be like, oh, like you even have gratitude there. Like, I did not see it like that. I'm sorry. Thank you for pointing that out, that you saw it like that. I did not see it like that. Because you know what? You can't argue with someone who's not arguing, okay? I have a tendency to be a little stubborn sometimes and argue back or just walk away. But now I'm going to try this. When I am getting attacked or whatever, like not attacked like physically, but you know what I mean? Like whenever somebody says something that's rude, whatever, I am not going to I'm going to try this. Okay. I haven't tried it yet. But whenever someone is rude to me, I'm going to be like, oh, thank you for pointing that out. I did not see it that way. Or I'm going to try, like there's going to be situations where it's going to be harder than others, but I'm going to try to respond with gratitude. And I'm going to see how that works. Okay. But I wanted to give you a little bit inside, like what happy means to me is like truly you are happy with you because you can't control anyone else's happiness, okay? So you are happy with you and you are radiating positivity and happiness that hopefully is contagious that people catch on to and then, of course, ask you, hey, how do you do that? Or, you know, and then they start to question like how you're doing it. All right. So this was a little longer than I wanted it to be, but to me, that is what happiness means. And I just wanted to go a little deeper in that. And then, like I said, we're also going to do what healthy means and wealthy means, because wealthy is probably not what you think and healthy might not be what you think either. So anyways, we will go into that and you just continue living your happiest, healthiest, and wealthiest life, because without all three, you can't live your best life. And you know what it starts with? It starts with happiness, because you can be the healthiest person ever and you can be the wealthiest person ever. And if you're not happy, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You need to be happy with yourself, your decisions, your life. You need to realize all the decisions that you have made have led up to the life of yours, and you need to change. You need to make different ones today and in the future in order to change your future happiness. So if you're not happy, I encourage you, don't beat yourself up. You can't go backwards, okay? But make better decisions today and every single day going forward. And you're going to see a time to watch it flip. Give it 3 to 6 months and you're going to see it flip, okay? Continue to become better every day so you can live your best life here on earth.